Like, he's in agony. Look at the state of him. He's absolutely hating this possibility that Chelsea could dare to compete. Anyone else? These two idiots must know more than anyone. They lived through it. They played through the eras of Chelsea dominating the most. The Premier League season is back, and with that comes the return of the overlap, and Carragher and co have had quite a lot to say. Apparently, allegedly, in today's episode, we're obviously going to go through everything that's transpired in this episode. I've heard it gets a little hairy. So without further ado, please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. We are 1 week and a few more days until the start of the Premier League. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Rory, we're on the Club World Cup now. How are you seeing? How do you see that in terms of a competition? You know,
historic.
The pride. Yeah.
It's historic.
And this
it's
is
truly historic.
Immediately, and we've got the we've got the number one Chelsea representative, front and centre, no less. Front and centre, Rory Jennings, the spokesperson for Chelsea Football Club on this episode of The Overlap, on every single episode of The Overlap. So let's see what he has to say. No doubt Carragher and everyone, all of these fucking idiots are going to be, they're going to be saying, it's Timper.
And we've won it again.
Look, they're all smug, laughing.
Again. It's the first one, wasn't it?
It was this iteration of it, but we've been Club World Champions in the past. It's been done. We did it in the Middle East fairly recently, Tuchel. But look, I've always rated the tournament.
It's slightly worrying that they were so shocked that we've won it before. I know it's a different format, but come on.
I genuinely have. I think it's a tournament that I have. You're smirking. I genuinely have. I went to Japan in 2012. Like I genuinely have liked this tournament.
The European team always wins it, don't they?
Well, funnily enough,
No, they don't, actually. We lost it against Corinthians, so...
Rafael Benitez made a pig's ear of it in Japan, and Corinthians beat us. But, yeah, no, that's more to do with Benitez. But look, overall, I think it's really significant what Chelsea did, and I think people will be sneery about it. But if you look at that dismantling of Paris Saint-Germain in the final, if you look at Cole Palmer's performance, and then just the magnitude...
It was something else. And you do look at Scholes' face there. It's just a picture in it because he doesn't want to have it. He doesn't want it. He's not having it. I know he must have won it with. Did Man United win it when they beat us in 2008 Champions League? Went on to all that bollocks, but he's not buying any of it.
In front of the President of the United States, beating Luis Enrique's European champions.
If it's massive, if it's that prestigious, which and when we wind in Europe, I do think it's one of those trophies that most people outside of your club will just go, oh, it's no big deal. But
like you're doing, and I'm waiting to see what he says here. If it's such a big trophy, I haven't seen this, but I'm assuming he's going to go along the lines of, why aren't Liverpool on it? Arsenal, Barcelona. Oh, we've heard it so many times.
And if this competition, who knows in the future, could become a big thing, but it
will.
Every 4 years.
It will.
I just don't like the...
When you played in it, did you want to
I was
take it seriously?
devastated when we lost it.
Were you? Okay.
But what I mean, because I think when we went, Liverpool had never won it before. So when you're playing for Liverpool, it's very difficult to do something that's never been done before. So I was gutted when we lost it in 2005, yeah? So I can understand from Chelsea's point of view, you think and this could become really prestigious in the future.
It will. I don't know why they keep saying it could. It could. FIFA will make sure. They will make absolutely sure that this becomes as big as the World Cup.
Yeah. But it's just the makeup of the tournament. I still can't get me head around it. It's still got to be fixed. You can't have the World Club Cup and not have the champions of England.
Oh, here we go. But if you had won the Champions League in this time period, you would have been in the competition. But because Liverpool have only won the Premier League, you're thinking,
bizarre.
You're just annoyed. You're just salty. You say you're annoyed, aren't you?
It's about being the champion of your continent over the past. So there will potentially be an Italian representative if an Italian team in the next 4 years wins a European Cup. Like, that's just the metric to get into the tournament.
No, that's what I'm saying. For me, that has to change. It doesn't feel...
Why? To fit your agenda, fit your needs. Just so Liverpool can be in it.
that sort of...
Shut up!
From like 4 or 5 years ago, it was different manager, completely different players. And then you say we won the... It's a completely different...
The
But there was a
team-
criteria. Everyone knew the criteria. We've gone round in circles on this matter so many times.
the best in the world.
It's more meritocratic. Like just having, for example, gifting the Premier League, England, a place in it because you're the champions of England. I don't think that's right. I think it's about being the best in the continent. And if no English club has been the best over the 4 previous years, then bad luck, you're not in. I think that's correct. And it means that if a Portuguese side wins it, an Italian side wins it, we've got a French side that's won it.
Rory's actually talking sense. Like he does. You say what you want about Rory Jennings. He might be an absolute plum at times, but there are other times when he speaks sense. When he wants to, when he actually wants to talk sense, he does. And that is the fact of the matter. That's the criteria. Is the Champions League.
I think that's good.
You win it, you're in.
Maybe the name needs to change. Then, because the World Club Championship, you want the best teams in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, because otherwise it's just another Champions League. You need some variety. Auckland City, why would they have ever been in it? If it was just down to the best of the best. You look at this whole thing with Crystal Palace not qualifying because it's Crystal Palace, and it just seems like if it was any other team, any other big team, Crystal Palace wouldn't have a problem. They'd be in. You know, they'd be in. Into the Europa League, but they're not. They're in the Conference League because it's Palace. So Scholesy here thinking, oh, it's just got to be the biggest of the biggest. No, you have to qualify by the means necessary. You have to do it by what's the the criteria.
I'm not suggesting that they are the best teams. They're the best.
No, they're not the best teams.
Because they're the 4 European.
You finished 4th or 5th in the Premier League.
They've won the European Cup, which.
With a different manager and a different set of players, it's not the same team.
So
I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go at sort of. I think it is a big thing for Chelsea to win as a club. Most people outside might think, oh, it's no big deal, but
I think
to be the first people to win it, I think it's pretty special. But this is not about Chelsea. This is about Infantino and the actual this makeup of the competition. Yeah. If it is going to be a thing every 4 years, you can't have a competition with the 3 biggest leagues in the world don't have their champions in it. That's just weird. It's just not right.
That doesn't make sense.
If they qualify for it by winning their European trophy.
Exactly.
Over a 4-year period.
Yeah. You've got 4 years. If you're the best team in Italy, so Napoli, they've now got 4 years to get themselves to a level where they win a European Cup and then they will qualify for the club.
I just don't understand this idea of just like, oh, the 4 years ago, yeah, it's a 4-year period. The whole thing goes with the World Cup qualification is the same thing. You have to qualify. It's obviously different in terms of like group stages and everything like that because they're not going to do that. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't do that, but even still, I think it would just be a whole new. It's a completely different dynamic when it comes to talking about it in club context rather than countries. There's less countries than there are clubs. And then you just think they're trying to widen the goalposts so that they can get in. You weren't invited. Simple as that.
4 years is a very long time in football, though, isn't
Exactly.
I wonder if FIFA will try and change the rules.
But then you look at it and people say, oh, Chelsea's a different club. Worse team, worse players, worse manager. You had Tuchel, you won the Champions League back then. Why are you still in it? And we won! We won the fucking thing! So what's the problem here? If we lost it and got knocked out right at the beginning, I could understand the scrutiny, the criticism. But you're not making a good point here. 4 years ago, why are you qualifying? It's not the same team as if we're shite and then we won against the European champions, of which we also were.
The only thing I'd worry about the competition is a little bit, because as Scholes said, 4 years is such a long time. It just goes out your mind, doesn't it, the competition? It is the Champions League's every year, you're looking to.
The World Cup doesn't go out of your mind, does it? Does it go out of your mind? The World Cup, the biggest competition in world football. Does it go out of your mind every 4 years? No. You think about it all the time.
And it's so
bollocks.
The next competition.
Utter toss.
One of these things in 20 years' time, perhaps it will be seen as really big, but I think it will need to have those top teams who missed out this time for it to get to that level.
No, it won't. What are you?
look at the broadcaster interest for this tournament. There really wasn't any.
Because it was in America! Fuck me! What are you talking about? It was the first of its kind, and it was in America. The games were at 2 a.m. Yeah?
A global deal, but apart from that...
They're trying anything and everything to try and make this seem like it wasn't a big thing.
It was a real struggle for FIFA to get that. And
even the supporters' interest, Martin, in a lot of the games, stadiums were empty.
Because it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday. Scholes, yeah? Do you not wrap your head around that? It's poor planning. It's poor planning from FIFA. But at the same time, you're going to see these issues with the World Cup next year. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
It might just be the place where it was in America, I suppose, as well.
Maybe.
If that tournament was in Spain, Chelsea would have taken 20,000 fans to the final.
Exactly.
I think that the tournament itself could be...
Scholes saying, no, I don't know about that. Yeah, we would have. We would have.
I genuinely
Your
like
manager called it a joke halfway through.
No, he didn't. No, he fucking didn't. What a liar.
Don't listen to him. I'll give you right.
No, he didn't. I'm trying to wrap me head. He called it a joke when the weather was terrible. I remember he said it was terrible when there was the delays with the hurricane or the thunderstorm, sorry. But he didn't call it. He called that a joke. He called the actual officiating a joke. He didn't call the actual tournament a joke. What are you talking about?
Do you know what that was referring to?
I know exactly.
That was about the storm and.
What was it referring to, Jamie?
That was about. I think he was suggesting that the rule was ridiculous, or playing it in a place where you could have storm or
exactly
ridiculous. I think that's
Rory's my guy today.
referring to there. I'm sticking to that.
And are you sticking with your manager? You thought he was going to get the bullet last season?
Yeah, you can't. You just can't doubt him now. Off the back of winning the trophy in Poland, which whether or not people want to sneer at it, it's far better to win that than not win it. Qualifying for the top 4 in the end, qualifying for the Champions League via the top 5, finishing 4th, and at the end doing it fairly easily, was also his remit at the beginning of the season. And then going to the States and winning that trophy in the manner that we did, I think it's brilliant. I think it's a fantastic springboard for the season.
He's talking so much sense today, Rory Jennings. I can't lie to you. I won't lie to you. Rory Jennings may be the best Chelsea pundit after all. He may well be talking sense after all. No, he's spot on. He's spot on. We've got to back him. We've got to be behind Maresca this whole way. And, give him the backing and see what happens. Because, after last season, why not,
Season. And if you look at where Chelsea are now, obviously you see the work that's happened at Arsenal and Liverpool and you feel quite intimidated. But as an outside shout, I feel like we could do something pretty special this season. It's miraculous.
What is something... You're talking about winning the league?
I'm talking about being in the conversation for winning the league. I appreciate it's a long shot.
Jamie Carragher is not even remotely wanting to even entertain the chance, the possibility that Chelsea win the Premier League this season or even compete.
The reason why it feels like such a long shot is partly because of the brilliance of Liverpool last year, but also because of the brilliance of Liverpool in the close season. Like what they've done in the transfer.
What do you think you need then, Rory?
What we really need isn't going to happen, which is so frustrating, Paul, because
Centre-half.
Not only a centre-half, but like
goalkeeper.
30-year-old centre-half, like somebody who's proven experience. Do you know the way that we signed Thiago Silva, or a decade and a half ago when we signed 31-year-old Michael Ballack? Somebody that comes in with that kind of experience, that kind of presence, that can just elevate the entire belief.
We're going to need a lot of luck as well. We're going to need a lot of luck. Momentum, lack of injuries, lack of, obstacles coming up throughout. It's just the typical season. It's going to be one of the hardest seasons to predict. I tell you that much. The winner is not clear cut. It could be Arsenal. It could be City. It probably won't be Arsenal. It could be Arsenal. It could be City. It could be Liverpool. It could be Chelsea. It could be Chelsea. I don't get why this is being so turning their nose up straight away.
Completely not in keeping with the strategy.
When I look at Chelsea, I think what you did in that World Club Cup, because everyone wanted to win it. Real Madrid really wanted to win that. Paris Saint-Germain did. I think Man City,
At least he's acknowledging the fact that people were actually trying to win it, and it wasn't just, oh, Chelsea won it because no one wanted to win it.
Those are the best teams in that competition, all really wanted to win it. So I do think it's a big thing, and it should give you belief and maybe build a connection between the manager and the supporters. I don't think that was really there a lot last season. Even late on in the season, they were booing some of the substitutions away at Fulham. There was only 5 or 6 games to go of the season. So I think it'll help do that. I'm not sure it'll push Chelsea any closer to the title if they obviously don't bring those type of players in. Because I don't know how you feel, but you know when Chelsea do business over the last sort of 2 or 3 years, it feels like a lot of players changing without anyone really lifting the level. I know Cole Palmer's been amazing, but you know, like...
You basically said an example of where it's happened.
Wingers feel like the same. There's a lot of players there.
Needle hasn't moved.
I feel like it has. I feel like it has. Time will tell. Time will tell, but I feel like we have seen a significant increase in quality over this summer. Again, we're only basing out off of the Club World Cup, but if you look at Liam Delap, what he brought against what Jackson, his profile is, you look at João Pedro, you look at Esteval in the Club World Cup and what he brought for Palmeiras during his time there, and everyone else, I'm just so confused that this is such I'm not confused because we all know no one wants Chelsea to win the Premier League. No one wants Chelsea to win anything that isn't a Chelsea fan.
A perfect example is Gittins comes in, Madueke leaves.
Yeah, where's the elevation?
That's what I see that with a lot of positions. I feel with Chelsea.
But we literally haven't seen anything from Gittins yet from Chelsea, so you can't make that assessment. You can go into it saying that, well, you never know. We don't really know what we're going to see. But to just say that, they're on level playing, they're exactly the same type of player. We wouldn't have got rid of Madueke in the first fucking place if Gittins was exactly the same player. It's a different profile. It's a different mentality. Madueke was immature. We don't know what we're getting with Gittins.
I think that's true, and you're probably correct. I don't think we will win the league. But do you know what I think this summer has done, and also winning that silverware it's done? I think it's. This time last year, you were talking about Chelsea in the same breath as the competing teams. At the time, we were maybe talking about Tottenham, Villa. We were putting Chelsea in that bracket that were competing for the top 5, hoping to finish in. We've left them behind now. We've now moved a rung above. I think that you now talk about Chelsea as competing with Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Whether or not we can actually do that. And the problem I've got, I think, is Liverpool.
I also don't think. I understand that we've obviously gone through some trials and tribulations, some adversity, but we are clearly on the other side. Like for Rory to say that we are now above everyone else, that we've been sort of like, getting through the shit with Man United, Tottenham, Newcastle are kind of like trying to get there and we're pushing them down, and Brighton are there as well. All these teams that are fighting for that sort of like top spots alongside Arsenal, who win fuck all, Liverpool, who win trophies, City, who win trophies, and so on and so forth. I think it's hard. Like I say, it's not. You can't say it with confidence that that's the case. But for people to say that people look at Chelsea these days as if we are absolutely nothing. As if the last 25, 30 years of us dominating English football, the most decorated club, I think, in Europe in the last 25 years of this century. I could be wrong on that, but I think I heard that the other day. But at least in England, we're the most decorated club in the 2000s. People just completely disregard everything we've done. And it's all the smaller teams. I mean, a lot of these fans sort of like, he says things as if we don't have the credentials to back it up. And they're like, yeah, who do you think you are? As if we're fucking Wolves or something. Jesus Christ.
You know, the points tally, the ultimate points tally that wins the Premier League title. I feel like this Liverpool team are capable of doing something ridiculous, like potentially 100 points or something like that. I don't think we can accrue that kind of number.
And I agree. I think based on history over the last couple of years, I do think it's going to be tricky for Chelsea to pull a Premier League title out. But I still think we're going to win trophies. I think we could win at least 2 trophies this season.
A little bit wrong for Liverpool. If Arsenal
to say we're going to win the league is a stretch. Is it impossible? I don't think so. Is it probable? I don't think so.
It doesn't necessarily go their way. I feel like we're capable of hitting a respectable tally.
Yeah.
That if other people slip, you know, if 84, 85 wins you the league title, maybe we can do it. Just probably doesn't, does it?
No, I still don't see Chelsea finishing above the other sort of top three, if you like, who've probably been going for titles. I still, because
I'm sorry. We were not amazing last season. We were the best of a bad bunch in finishing fourth. Arsenal finished 5 points above us. Arsenal finished the Premier League table in second place, and Chelsea finished 5 points behind them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this whole thing of like, you know, City were how many, like a point ahead of us or something like that, or whatever. I can't remember how the table finished, but it was close. Not from first to us, but everyone else around us. And then they'll say, well, it was a one-off season. Yeah, one-off seasons happen every now and then. So you can't say with chest, like, he's in agony. Look at the state of him. He's absolutely hating this possibility that Chelsea could dare to compete. Anyone else, these two idiots must know more than anyone. They lived through it. They played through the eras of Chelsea dominating the most. So for them to turn their nose up and scoff at the idea, like Paul Scholes, Man United, has any fucking bollocks to be able to say what, you know, Man United, with how shit they are, shut up.
Pardon?
Favourites for fourth.
Yeah, I definitely say that. I just think the Conference League last year, I think Cole Palmer wasn't in the squad and maybe a couple of other players. You'll have the Champions League now, so you'll have to go for every
And we'll
game.
probably win it. Do you know what? We'll probably win it. And then we'll be right back in the Club World Cup, and you won't. Oh, with that said, listen, the Premier League is quick approaching. I've got some things in the pipeline that is going to be coming up for this season, so keep an eye out for that. Predictions coming up soon in one of the two things that are pretty big for the channel, pretty big for me as well. Both aren't just to do with the channel. One is big to do with the channel. I'll be announcing that in the next couple of days. And the other one I'll be announcing soon as well. That's nothing to do with this channel, but big for me. A big opportunity, and I'll let you know as soon as I can. With that said, let me know your thoughts on this video in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hey! 10 o'clock. Thank you for watching. My name is Harry, out the Chelsea, and peace.